Let's face it, most waterfront properties are priced so high you'd think the ocean comes with a mermaid butler. For those of us with regular person budgets, finding a slice of heaven on the water usually means setting our sights somewhere less Beverly Hills and more Beverly's backyard with a plastic kids pool. But don't worry, there are still some stunning, weird, and affordable waterfront towns you could move to without having to cancel all 73 of your OnlyFans subscriptions. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10, Aberdeen, Washington. Aberdeen, a town that put gloom into gloom rock, which later became known as grunge. And Aberdeen also gave us Nirvana's frontman Kurt Cobain. This is a place where you can enjoy coastal views without worrying about sunshine burning your retinas out. Aberdeen is shrouded in a comforting mist about 200 days a year, and that helps keep the UV rays out, and the tourists too. Real estate here is shockingly reasonable, likely because the sun itself doesn't visit that often, and everyone has accepted this as a fact. But hey, if you're a fan of misty mornings and brooding landscapes, Aberdeen's waterfront properties are an excellent choice. You'll have access to stunning views of the Wishkah River and the surrounding evergreen trees. So if you're aiming for moody but affordable, this is the place. Just make sure you got a good pair of waterproof boots and a lot of flannels. If you do, you'll fit right in. The average home value in Aberdeen, Washington is a rock bottom $273,000. It's not the best beachfront property, but it is affordable. Their home prices are up 2.9% since December of 2023. Number 9, Port Lavaka, Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, including the charm of a small town on the coast. Port Lavaka might not have the glamour of Miami Beach, but who needs Miami when you have access to Matagorda Bay? A laid-back vibe and a population who won't judge a straight man for wearing cowboy boots and shorts to the beach. Real estate here won't make your bank account cry, and the view of the Gulf Coast gives you that oceanfront experience without all that sticker shock. Port Lavaka offers a friendly community and fishing galore. With local attractions like Formosa Wetlands Walkway and Lighthouse Beach, it's almost like it's one of those beachy towns you see in movies, minus the celebrity sighting. Plus, hurricanes here are just a friendly reminder from Mother Nature that she knows where you live. A couple have tried to take this town out, but it's still there, standing strong. The average home value in Port Lavaka is $177,000. That is up 1.8% since December of 2023. Number 8, Astoria, Oregon. Astoria is the land of quaint Victorian homes, scenic riverfront views, and rain. Yeah, it's Oregon. That's what you're going to get. Lots of rain. It's affordable if you're okay with that just stepped out of the shower look. The community is tight-knit, which is code for everybody knows who everybody's sleeping with. But hey, where else can you claim you live in the town where Goonies was filmed? Yes, one of the greatest movies of the 1980s. I go up there every once in a while, different things, just stay the weekend or whatever. They got some nice hotels up there. Last time I went up, I met up with Emma and Jack from Live a Little, the cruise channel. It's an adorable little town. Now it is the Pacific Coast, so things are going to be a little more expensive. It's not as run down as Aberdeen, so it's going to be a little more expensive than Aberdeen. It's not too far away from Aberdeen. The average home value in Astoria, Oregon is $478,000. That's only up 0.4% from December 2023. Number 7, Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Imagine New Orleans with fewer beads and far less Mardi Gras madness. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi is the laid-back cousin of the Big Easy, with art galleries, quaint little shops, and some fantastic southern charm. Situated right on the Gulf of Mexico, this waterfront town has the views of a high-end spot, but none of the wallet-crushing costs. Sure, it might be a little quieter, but that's part of the charm. This is sort of like how Arkansas has that northwest corner where it's nothing like the rest of the state. That's how I've felt about Bay St. Louis. It's nothing like Mississippi. The locals here love their art and culture as much as they love their crawfish boils. And you can get a home here without mortgaging your soul. Plus, with the occasional hurricane rolling through, you could put off painting the outside of your house for a couple of years because eventually a hurricane's going to come by and do some damage and the insurance company's got to pay for it. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, you can get a home there for about $242,000. That is actually down 0.4% from December 2023. All right, a quick pit stop while we talk about something we all got on our phone, or at least most of us do, forgotten subscriptions. Yes, we've all had them. And that's where today's sponsor comes in, Rocket Money. A few months back, I realized that I had an app that I'd been paying for months, and it helped me make Instagram posts. I think I used it one day, and then I realized I'm not a 20-year-old Instagram model. I don't need it. So I got it canceled, and Rocket Money helped me with that. Fear not, because today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is swooping in like a financial superhero to save the day. If you've never heard of Rocket Money, let me tell you, it's like an all-in-one personal finance sidekick. It helps you manage subscriptions, lower bills, build budgets, and even grow your savings all in one app. Rocket Money has this brilliant feature that will not only help you find all those random things, but actually help you cancel them. No awkward conversation or weird cancellation buttons that try and make you stay with the subscription. And if that wasn't cool enough, they also help you monitor your credit. That happened to me before. I had something on my credit report I knew nothing about, and I went to help my daughter get a car. I was co-signing, and they told me, yeah, there's something on here. No idea. I had a whole lot of phone calls to find out what it was. If I would have had Rocket Money, they would have given me the heads up. Oh, and here's the cherry on top. Rocket Money will actually negotiate your bills for you. Yeah, you're not going to have to call the cable company anymore and try and renegotiate the bill that you have with them. Rocket Money does it all for you. If you want to save some money, join the 5 million customers already using Rocket Money. Just head over to rocketmoney.com/Briggs or hit the link in the description area below. You could start for free today and even unlock more features with premium. Trust me, Rocket Money will help you fix or better your financial situation. Go to rocketmoney.com/Briggs to start your free trial. Back to the video. Number 6, Hoton, Michigan. Ever thought about living by Lake Superior and surviving a winter that feels like a nature experiment in how much cold one human can take? Hoton, Michigan says, welcome, brave soul. This town is perfect if you like water but aren't really big on sunbathing, as the sun likes to take a vacation roughly 8 months a year here. Hoton is picturesque in a I wish I had more blankets type of way. Known for its friendly, hardy folks and amazing lake views, it's affordable and pretty enough to be on a postcard. Plus, it's close to Michigan Tech, so there's always a nearby college student willing to shovel the snow if you offer them like hot cocoa or alcohol. Hoton is pretty far north, so you know it's going to be cold, and then you got the lake on both sides. It's on a little peninsula. You know the lake effect is in full strength here, which if you don't know, when it gets cold, the lake effect means you're going to get more snow and basically more ice. There's a place over by where I live, there's just a pond, and it's on the Intel campus. It's cold enough to have snow some days, but let's say we're not having it. But if you drive by there, there's snow all around the pond because of the body of water. Anyway, the average home value in Hoton, Michigan is $236,000, which is not bad, and that is up 3.4% from last year. Number 5, Rockland, Maine. If you're into lobster rolls, lighthouses, and boat shoes, Rockland is basically the dream, assuming the dream includes winter mornings so brisk they slap you in the face like a nun who just heard you use the Lord's name in vain during a 12-word string of profanity. And before you ask, I know this from experience. Those penguins hated me. Sitting on the rugged coast of Maine, Rockland combines charm and affordability in a way that makes you wonder if the locals are hiding some sort of secret to keep outsiders away. Spoiler alert, it's probably the endless frostbite season. Yeah, that happens. The homes are reasonably priced, which is sort of surprising. Likely because half the year they huddle under 3 layers of blankets, wondering if the furnace is gasping its last breath or not. Rockland is quintessential New England, distilled into one postcard-worthy town. The harbor is a mix of working fishing boats, picturesque yachts, while the downtown feels like you leapt into a Hallmark movie, minus the predictable romantic subplot. It's remote, yeah, but that just means you'll have uninterrupted access to more lobster per capita than you'll know what to do with. The locals, let's just say they're an intriguing blend of I'll shovel your driveway for you, and don't ask too many questions about the shack by the pier. They're salty in every sense, just like the sea breeze. The average home value here is about $343,000, which is well below the national average, but that is up 5.5% since last year. Number 4, Oswego, New York. Oswego might not top your list of idyllic lakeside retreats, but that's only because you've yet to experience its unique charm, or its unrelenting winters that could double as a Game of Thrones filming location. Nestled on the shores of Lake Ontario, Oswego offers waterfront homes that are shockingly affordable, mostly because half the year they're surrounded by towering snowdrifts. This is right up the road from Syracuse, and if you've ever been to Syracuse in the winter, you know it's got to be brutal. Still, if you squint past past the frostbite, you'll find stunning views that rival the poshest lakeshore estates, minus the soul-crushing mortgage payments. Winter in Oswego isn't just a season, it's an endurance sport. The snowstorms rolling in like clockwork, you'll get pretty cozy with that shovel of yours. But come summer, it's as if the town collectively hit the unfreeze button. The waterfront buzzes with activities from lively marinas to sprawling parks where you can pretend you've forgotten all about the ice scraper in your trunk. History buffs will appreciate Fort Ontario, which proudly stands as proof that Oswego has weathered more than just lake effect blizzards. If you thrive on the idea of a town that transforms from an Arctic tundra to a lakeside paradise, Oswego is calling your name. Just pack your snow boots and sunscreen. The average home value in Oswego, New York is $226,000. That is up 2.5% from last year. And I've struggled this whole time not to call it Lake Oswego. It's on a lake, but out here in Oregon, not too far from my house, we have a city or a town called Lake Oswego. It's where all our rich people live. Number 3, Chrisfield, Maryland. Let's head back to the east coast of the United States, and that is where we'll find Chrisfield, Maryland. This isn't where you'll get on your Carnival cruise. This is one of the last authentic working waterfront towns in Maryland. Known as the seafood capital of the world, Chrisfield is ideal for anyone who loves seafood and hates bank-breaking mortgages. Located on Maryland's eastern shore, this tiny town on the Chesapeake Bay serves up crab fests and waterfront views without the painful price tag you'd expect from most coastal spots. Now, they had a video on here. Now, I don't know why this bothered me. So I see all these cities and towns, they hire these companies to make videos, like tourism videos. And it's very 1990s, you know, it's like a spokesperson. Come on down to Chrisfield where you'll find crab cakes and you'll find this and you'll find this. And then don't go home unsatisfied. Make sure you stop by. And it's just lame spokesperson type videos. If you want attention to your town or your city or something like that, I'm talking to all the mayors in the United States that are looking for people to come visit, find a YouTuber that actually goes places and has a big audience. You're buying that audience. If they make you a video and your town, like Chrisfield, has 40 subscribers in their YouTube channel, it takes them 3 years to get 8,000 views. That's not what I do, but if I put that up on this channel, in 3 years, you'd have 200,000 views. That's easy. Anyway, back to Chrisfield. We'll forget about their horrible video. Chrisfield has a friendly small town vibe with enough seafood festivals to keep your cholesterol in a permanent state of worry. The waterfront here is mostly calm, but with an active community that loves a good boat ride, you'll never feel too lonely in the waterfront. Just bring a big appetite and prepare yourself for a life that revolves around crab season. The average home value here is $156,000. That is up 5.6% over the last year. Number 2, Port Angeles, Washington. Yet another Washington town. You'd think they invented affordable waterfront living. Port Angeles sits right across the water from Canada and offers breathtaking views of both the Olympic Mountains and the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Now, if you ever get to Puget Sound, it's right there and it's a great place to see some whales. Most of the time you gotta be on a boat to do it, but still, living here is like getting 2 postcards in one. It's right there at your front window. Port Angeles is full of hikers, kayakers, and people that don't mind getting rained on, which means you'll fit right in as long as you're cool with wet socks. I don't have that problem when I go hiking here in Oregon. I get these Nike Gortex hiking shoes. They're great. Look into them. Maybe I'll leave a link from down in the description area. The town is relaxed and the views are great, and houses are priced so you can actually afford one, especially if you're looking for that quirky small town vibe with a touch of Canadian flair. The average home value in Port Angeles, Washington is $446,000. That's right about the national average right now, but it's a waterfront community. The prices, though, have gone up 3.5% over the last year. All right, before we get to number 1, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We'd love to have you on board with us. Don't forget to leave a comment and give a big thumbs up to the video. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Elizabeth City is the harbor of hospitality where affordable homes meet sleepy charm. The waterfront views are great if you like looking at boats, and the town offers all the excitement of a rocking chair convention. Yes, this is a very quiet place to live. Not a lot of crazy stuff happens in this part of North Carolina. It is the perfect place for retirees or anyone that likes their nightlife to end right around 9 o'clock. Now, the good news is no hurricanes in the off-season. They haven't had many hit here. Donna in 1960 did some damage, They had a few others like 2003, but they all passed like 50 miles to the west. I know Asheville's still dealing with the last hurricane. Anyway, North Carolina is still a great place to buy a home. This one's great if you're a retiree. The average home value here is about $246,000. That is up 5.6% over the last year. All right, that's today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, you probably enjoy one of the two videos being suggested right now. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.